Guess what? Another video about a person I dislike is being immortalized on the internet. Let's go! This time, it's someone I used to work with. Everybody has at least one really annoying coworker you just can't stand. I'm going to call her Rada. For Rada's. In context, I used to work at Target. Ooh, yikes. Sorry about that, man. I had to suffer through Target, and now I had to deal with Rada. Are you kidding me? Now, the story begins at Target. While I was covering for People's Break, I noticed that Rada is the only one at the service desk. If you can be on the service desk, you could also be on the check lanes. Sure, some people stay in check lanes for medical issues or old age. But if you can be on the service desk, you can also be on the check lanes. And I only see Rada on service desk, never on check lanes. And it made me suspicious. When I was at the service desk, I did my usual task, help out with returns, put the returns back, and get the pickup order, rinse and repeat. While I'm working on defecting one of the returned items, Rada stood right next to me. She was so close that I was one cough away from bumping into her. Zero personal space. I told her to move and that I needed some personal space, and she said, "Okay, fine, geez." Okay, fine, geez. I didn't say anything because I was so burnt out and I was ready to go home, but it was weird. Very weird. One day, Rada asked me to count change for her. I wondered why she couldn't just do it herself. No please or anything. I just swallowed my pride and helped her with the change. Couple days later, she asked to count the change for her again. I said, "Do it yourself, I'm busy." I said, "Count my change." Not with that attitude. I'm helping out a guest, just count the change. I can't. What do you mean you can't? I don't know how to count change. What? I was so confused. How do you not know how to count change? And you work at a retail store. I tried to teach her how to count change, and it was the worst experience I ever had. She gets confused with pennies and dimes. How? They're not even the same color. I get nickels and quarter could be confusing, but pennies and dimes? After that grueling session on teaching how to count change, I was at the back sorting returned items. Just to let you know, everyone who works at the service desk have to sort out the returned items. And Rada isn't doing anything but standing there with her phone out. I told her to do her job. Everyone else is slaving away while she's on her phone. After I called her out, she got mad at me, saying, "You don't have to be so rude." I'm sorry, what do you want from me? And do your job, motherfucker. Now, is this a good reason for me to dislike her? No. Okay, maybe, but I will tell you the actual reason why I don't like her. One day, late at night, around 8 p.m., I was getting ready to leave. We had nothing to do. We collected all abandoned items, put every returned item sorted out, and nothing on the drive-up orders. We had nothing to do, so I decided to show off pictures of my girlfriend. Everyone was complimenting, saying how beautiful she is. Everyone except Rada. She straight up said my girlfriend looked ugly. I got so offended. I told her to shut the f up. After I said that, Rada pulled my hair. And Rada pulled it as a joke. Who does that? The only time you pull someone's hair is either to f or fight. And I ain't that thing. She insulted me. I wanted to fight back. I wanted to do something, but I walked away. I told the manager and the security personnel look through the cameras and determine exactly what's about to happen. A couple of days later, my manager approached me and we had a conversation. My manager said it was HR's decision. Rada got in trouble, but didn't get fired. But I also got in trouble as much as she did. According to my HR, I escalated things and I wasn't doing my job. So I get the same punishment as Rada. No raise, no transfer for a year. Are you kidding me? I got in trouble. Me. Why are they me right now? But I'm not mad at my manager because they defended me, saying I wasn't in the wrong because that's how any normal person would react. The worst part is, Rada didn't even apologize. Ever since then, I just can't stand Rada. Everything she did just irritated me. Look at that eating chicken. Every single time she asked for my help to count change, I just refused and told her she's on her own. However, my manager forces me to help her, and every single time I do, I give her the side eye, making sure she sees it. When Rada went home, I sighed of relief, saying, "Thank God she's gone." Wait, you don't like Rada too? You too? Not just me, but everyone who works with her. Later on, I was frustrated with Rada's incompetence, so I told my manager that I would stop helping Rada and don't bother telling me to help her. Well, I can't do that, but maybe Rada has a learning disorder that prevents her from counting change. So what, she has like dyscalculia or something? Something like that, yeah. The worst part is Rada can't do her job. She messed up so many times that affected everyone else that works with her, especially for drive up. The process of a drive up is simple. Grab the order, scan it into 3-tier card, so it's in our system, allowing us to know which item is in the cart and deliver it to the cart. Let me tell you about the worst part about this job. You have to deliver it under 3 minutes. You might be wondering why. So we would have better metric. A better metric, you might get a raise. Not individually, but the whole store. Last time I remember, we used to get paid around $17.50 an hour. Now it's $18.50. I could be wrong, but one of my managers said, if our metric looks good, there's a small chance a higher up will give us a raise. Well, that's a maybe. One day, Rada was about to take a break, and I had to cover for her. Rada said all the items are in the cart. When I delivered it, it turned out all of them were in the wrong order. The only way the items are scanned into the cart that turned out to be in the wrong order, she scanned the items into the cart but moved the item into a different cart without scanning that cart. She messed up the order. I went back and forth trying to deliver the right orders and trying to deliver them under 3 minutes. I tried calling for backup, but my walkie wasn't working. And more people came in. I had to shout out to the service desk that I needed backup. It was so bad that one of the guests had to wait for 12 minutes. We had to give out so many gift cards as an apology. I was very close to crashing out and almost quitting my job on the spot. But I can't because job market sucks and I won't be able to get another job for a while, so I'm stuck here for a while. Son of a bitch! One day, I had to work with Rada at the service desk. There were 4 people organizing abandons and Rada had the balls to tell people what to do. I got notification on Drive Up, so I went to the OPU room to get the order. While I was going there, Rada shouted at me saying, "Do your job, Ace, get that order." I yelled at her, "What do you think I'm doing right now?" When I came back from delivering the order, Rada said, "Where were you?" I said, "I was actually not doing my job, and the drive-out order actually grew legs and delivered itself. Can you believe it?" Actually, why are you telling people what to do when you're not on the grid scheduling people's breaks? Are you the team lead? No. Then don't tell people what to do. Who do you think you are? You can't even count change. So stay in your lane and do your job. Rada tucked her tail between her legs and helped organize the abandon. People around me were shocked because they thought I would get fired for yelling at her. Afterward, Retta told my manager that I yelled at her. Fortunately, my manager is cool with me, so I get a warning and a slap on the wrist instead. There was another incident where Retta had to be on self-checkout. In context, self-checkout is the easiest job you can do. You just stand there, keep a lookout, and remove items from the register. That's it. Not too long after, Retta was sent over there. She asked for backup on the self-checkout. Oh my god, she's so pathetic. And I had to deal with her later. God, kill me now. How? It's the easiest job. How do you fuck up that bad? It was my last day at Target. And I got a new job offer, so I was about to leave. I wasn't having the best day. We got one order that had over 20 bags. I mean, what the hell? There should be a limit on this. I wanted to relieve the stress. I wanted to tell Retta to go f itself. It was my last day. I told my coworker my plans to cuss out Retta. Most of them loved the idea, but some said it might not be a good idea. So be a better person and move on. Yeah, right. So I plan to wait until Retta clocked out so I can cuss her out so I won't get in trouble. Though, when the time came, hey Retta, I want to say goodbye to all my coworkers before I leave. Okay. Go fuck yourself. What? I said, go f yourself. You were the worst coworker I have ever met. Go f yourself. Oh, okay. When I said that to her face, she had a look of despair and pain and tried to cover it up with, okay. At that moment, it felt great. Oh my god, you guys have no idea. The years of worth of stress drained right out of me. And my coworker Cypher heard everything. They laid a sigh of relief and said, finally somebody said it. We both talked about how satisfying that was. It was the best day ever, and cussing out Retta was a cherry on top. Sorry for taking so long to make this video. I had loads of schoolwork and I was busy with my new job. Thank you for watching my video all the way through. This was a lot of fun to make. It was a lot of fun. And and thank you so much for 416 subscribers. Let's shoot for 500. And please leave a like, leave a comment. I really appreciate you guys so much. This is Ignite Inc. signing out.